Angela, it's been an important week, the past week for yourself. You decided to step forward and open up about struggles in terms of mental health. What prompted this and why now?
Fightstory, the nonprofit organization that I founded, was created because of my sister, Victoria Lee. With this organization, we're hoping to create a safe community. Fighters from all walks of life can come together and, open up and share their stories, because everybody has a story. Everybody's gone through something. One thing that we can all do better is have more kindness for one another, more compassion, because you never know what someone has gone through or is going through.
Could you expand about Fightstory itself? So how does it work?
Yes, so we do have a website up. It's fightstory.org, and right now we're still in the very beginning phases, but we will be creating programs. We will have other ways to spread our mission through podcasts and videos and storytelling, and to just, through all of this, amplify the voices of individuals and also their loved ones, of how we can, be there for one another, talking about mental health and why it's so important in, ending the stigma around it.
A lot of what you had written about, revolved around 2017. But I must ask, how are you feeling now? Are you feeling better? And how have you got to the process of feeling better?
It's a mix of things, and I think that, like anything in life, it ebbs and flows, and there are good days and bad days. At one moment you can think that my mental health is good, I have everything under control, and the next day it can be tough again. But I think the main thing is that each day I continue to get up and move forward, and I have so much more to fight for now, which is my daughter and this organization.
When you look back now to 2017, where you said you found it a struggle to speak up about it, what has changed that now allows you to speak up? Because there will be plenty of people out there who might be in a similar situation where they are feeling something but they don't really want to open up or know how to open up. What changed for you in terms of like stepping out and talking about it?
What has been the biggest factor is time. I can look back and say that where I was at in 2017, 19 years old, versus where I'm at now, 27, I wasn't able to open up and speak about what I was feeling with back then. I felt that I would be judged and, misunderstood, and that I would look like weak. And I think a lot of people, choose to be silent because of that. Many times, we don't want to burden others with how we're feeling. We don't want to worry them. But the people who really love and care about you, they want you to open up. They want to know how they can help you. And it's really scary to take that first step. But if you never try, you never know. And it's a lot better to fight this battle with others beside you. I know, because I have my husband, I have my circle and group of friends that I can lean on. We all need somebody. It's very difficult to walk this path in life alone. So, lean on your friends, lean on your family, give them that opportunity to help you. As fighters, we have to portray this image that we're the best in the world, we're so strong, we're on top of the world. And what I would say to fighters out there is that, yes, it's true, we have to do this image for our profession, but make sure that you give yourself an outlet to show how you really feel, to be who you really are. It's so important, whether that outlet be through friends or family or coach, or through just journaling, getting those feelings out there. You can't keep it all bottled up for too long.
Are there other things that someone can do, or did you do, like seeking professional help? What kind of other avenues did you seek?
After my car crash in 2017, it was quite a process for me to get better, and it didn't happen overnight. It was a lot of trial and error. I would do things that would seem very small, but for me, it was things that made me happy. And every individual is different, and so you have to find that out for yourself and see, what are ways that you can help to care for yourself that make you feel a little bit better. And that's, some things are proven. Going out, getting some sunlight, going out for a walk, being in nature. I have tried to seek help through therapy. And for me, it just wasn't a match. Therapy is a great option for some people, but it may not work for other people. But what's okay is that you find ways that work for you, but just keep trying. We're all fighters. We all have our own battles to face, not just inside of the cage, outside of the cage. We all have been through something. We've all struggled, and that just makes us human, and accepting that, and then coming together with others who can relate to you, there's strength in that.
Angela, what's been the reaction to your story? I mean, have you got a sense of, whether you made the correct decision at the correct time?
So many people have come and opened up and shared that I'm going through this right now, or, I've gone through this, or I know someone who's gone through this. And, when I see that, it just validates that, yes, this is what we should be doing, and there's such a need for this. And Fightstory is going to be helping to fill that need. And the amount of messages that have been coming in, it's is surprising, but also it's not, because, it just makes you realize, like, we're all going through something, and it's okay. It's okay not to always be okay, Yeah.
Okay. When you look at MMA, I think a lot of people from the outside won't fully understand the rigors of the sport and what it takes to compete at the highest level. Is there anything that can change in terms of helping the athletes beyond, just talking about it? Is there any systematic changes that can be introduced, or any support or help that can be introduced?
Yes, I think that there are many things that can be done to help support the mental health of athletes and just individuals, but especially in the fight world. And it's hard because I think many things need to change in order for that individual to be helped and supported. That traditional mindset of pushing hard and doing whatever it takes to win and to not show, weakness is good and it's bad. We do want to see, the next world champion. We do want to see people succeed and winning. But at the same time, we don't want them to do that with the sake of, possibly hurting themselves in the process. Sometimes you have to put yourself first ahead of your sport, because you're more than just a fighter or an athlete. You're a human being, and that life is so precious. And that's truly what matters most, is taking care of your life and your health.
You talked about the stresses of preparing for a fight. Are there other stresses that come in the sport of MMA?
There are so many different factors. Definitely in the preparation, you have 8 to 12 weeks of just having this one thing on your mind, and it's great to have that kind of focus, but how we can use that stress or as motivation instead of something that can be detrimental. Okay, for example, for me, when I'm preparing for my fight, there's a million things going through my head. And yes, there's the stress and pressure that I need to win. I need to execute my game plan. I need to get this done. And I can let that worry me and stress me out, and I can crumble. Or I can let that motivate me to say, yes, this is everything that you're doing. You've prepared as well as you could, and now it's just time to go out there. There's two ways to look at it, and your mind is so tricky sometimes. But if you just try to look at the facts and say, look, I've put in the work, I've done all I could, remember why you're doing this too. We do it because we love it. We don't do it because it stresses us out, Keeping a healthy mindset, it's very important.
Fans around the world, I'm sure they miss seeing you in the ring. Do you miss being in the ring, and when might we be able to see you in the ring again?
For me, since my last fight, so many things have changed. Now I can say that there is something that tops being a fighter, and it's being a mom, it's being a wife. And, I've seen that there are so many other aspects bigger than just fighting. This Saturday at One Fight Night 14, I'm going to be making a big announcement. So much of life has changed, but one thing is for sure, that I'm, very, very grateful for my journey with One Championship and MMA, and I love it. I still have so much love for it.
Angela, I realize I've not said this yet, but when I read the Players Tribune piece, it somehow gave me strength as well, reading the piece and seeing what you had to say. And I'm sure a lot of others feel that way as well. And in that particular piece, there's one thing that you mentioned, that this is what your sister would have wanted. What did you mean by that, in terms of, like, has she ever told you about wanting to fight for a bigger cause? And
Victoria has always wanted to use her life to help others, to do good, and she did a lot. She would donate blood frequently. She would donate her hair. She wanted to start up a food drive. One of the things she's always wanted to do was find something she was good at, something she loved that would help others. And I know that's what we're doing with Fightstory, and that's what I'm, doing my best to do as well. And just to, I know she would be proud.
In my closing question, what would be your advice to fighters, sportsmen, athletes out there?
I would say that life is not easy. It's hard. It's tough. It gives you so many challenges, but each day, if we can wake up and rise to the challenge and face that adversity, then that's winning, because I would also say, that you're not alone. And I know that if you're in a dark place right now, and if you are hurting, just know that you're not alone. And I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best. It's not easy doing this. I thought that I would be prepared.
I understand, Maurice.
But I know what I have to do. It's very important that this message be out there. But I want to be real with people, because I don't want to appear that I have it all together. I don't. It's still really hard for me, each day. But I have my reasons to keep going, to keep fighting. And I hope that you guys can find your reasons too.
Angela, it's been fantastic speaking to you. And if I may speak on behalf of everybody who watches this, athletes, non-athletes, is that I think everyone gets strength from the story that you're sharing, from the message that you're trying to drive. And I think we all can feel better, in the sense that we know that this is what life is. And like you said, there's the ebbs and flows, there's wins and losses. And we really appreciate you sharing your story, and we have a lot to learn from you. Thank you so much for being brave.